Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. My name is Tammy, and I'm so happy to have all you Libras here today joining me for your August Zodiac reading, in which we're going to discuss some karma that's about to occur and some challenges that you may be facing in learning your karmic lessons. And then we're going to take a dive into the Akashic records, look at something from your past life that may be influencing the situation. And then we're going to reach out to an ancestor, someone on your spiritual team. It could be a guardian angel, a guide, a scribe, a spirit animal, ascended master. Anything is possible. So before we get started, Libra, I'd just like to make a quick announcement about some housekeeping, and that is subscribing to the channel. If you haven't done so, if you would consider subscribing, I would greatly appreciate it, because the YouTube algorithm, my friends, it is real, and the number of subscribers is one of the hardest things to achieve, especially as a small, little unknown YouTuber. So if you would consider smashing that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. Again, you could turn notifications off. That will not offend me, because I do that with the channels that I subscribe to. I don't want my phone blowing up all day with people dropping content. So I get that. So you can turn off the notifications. Secondly, if you would consider also smashing the thumbs up, leaving a positive comment. The positive comments and thumbs up really help my content get put out there on people's feed of things that they might be interested in. So again, I appreciate that. On the flip side, if this is not your cup of tea, you don't like my voice or whatever, please don't do the thumbs down or leave a nasty comment. And not just for me, but for anybody. There's too much negativity in the world. And if you don't like something, just move forward, because what you don't like, other people do like. And there is so much work that goes into doing these videos and upkeeping a YouTube channel. And just for having someone who maybe is having a bad day or whatever to give you a thumbs down, it's really a big kick in the teeth, and it really does hurt a person's channel. So again, don't be negative. All right. So thank you. All right. So today we're going to use 3 decks. The first deck that I'm going to draw from is the Light Seers Tarot deck. And this is like a traditional Rider-Waite deck, except that the artwork is more modern. It's very vivid in the colors. It's really a beautiful deck. And we're going to look at the karma and challenges in learning the karmic lessons from this deck. Then we're going to pull from the Akashic Tarot deck to explore a past life. Now, I know not everybody believes in that, and that's okay. Take it for what it's worth. And then we're going to finally pull a message from someone on our own spiritual team, whether it's a higher being or an ancestor. Now, normally I draw a crystal before any reading that I do, and I'll tell you guys about it and say, maybe you should work on it this week. And I really wasn't drawn to do that. Now, before I do readings, before every reading, I always sage my desk, I sage myself, I sage all my tools, the cards, I do reiki on them, and then I ground myself and protect myself. I connect to the energy. So I have connected to Libra energy to channel that for the reading. And then I do the reading. But I thought, since we're going to be diving into the Akashic records a little bit, as well as hitting up our spiritual team, that I would use these 2 crystals in some extra protection and whatnot. So the first crystal I'm going to use is black kyanite. And black kyanite is wonderful for dispelling negative energy, negative entities. And I actually use both of these in my Reiki sessions, whether they're in person or distance. I always use it at the beginning of the session. You can buy these on the Your Natural Healer store. They're not quite as big. If you see this little piece here that kind of goes right there, That's about the size in the store, and I think they're only like $3. So if you're interested in kyanite, check it out. So again, we're just gonna get rid of anything negative. And then this is a selenite stick or a selenite wand. I keep these at my entrance to my home, and when I come in, I take it and I just remove any negativity. I do like a sweep to get rid of any negative energy that's entered my aura. Selenite is great because it never needs to be cleansed. It takes negative energy and it transmutes it into positive energy. These they're 4 inches. They are available in the Your Natural Healer store. So I forget the price. They're very reasonable. I don't price gouge my crystals. So if it is something that you're interested in, check it out. So let's add a little pure white light, which is just so beautiful. And we will get started. All right, these cards are a little stiff, so I'm going to be breaking it up into pieces to shuffle. I'm not the best card shuffler, so you'll get a chuckle here. Now, I want to talk about the reading. As I said, this is for anybody with the sun sign of Libra. And the thing is, however, see, I'm terrible at shuffling cards. This is a general reading. So it's for anybody, like I said, with the sun sign of Libra. So it's not going to resonate for everybody. And that's because, again, I can't channel everybody's energy. I'm only channeling Libra energy. So if this doesn't resonate with you, don't get frustrated. Don't say, oh, this is fake and woo-woo. First of all, maybe come back in a month or two. Because as I said, this reading is good for 4 months. I won't do this particular reading again until December. All right, so maybe it will resonate with you in a couple of months. Additionally, if you're interested in a personal reading, I tap into your personal energy. I connect with it to do that reading. And if that's something you're interested, go to, again, yournaturalhealer.com. And I have all different packages. And if there's something special you want, you can always email me. My prices, again, I don't price gouge. I love crystals and I love reading tarot and I love birth chart analysis. And I try to keep a fair price. Seriously, I hate to use the word cheap. And it's not me trying to undercut people, but in a perfect world, Reiki and things like that would be free. But unfortunately, we live in a society where there is an exchange of energy. And unfortunately, money is the exchange. So, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, about if it resonates. Now, if you're on the other side of the coin and the reading resonates with you, please take your right hand, take a deep breath in, place that right hand on your heart and say, yes, I claim this for myself. All right? Claim it. And again, leave a thumbs up, leave a positive comment. Love all that. All right, so we're going to draw 2 cards, and I'll show these a little better here in a second. Let me move those back, put those that way, and I'm going to tilt this down just a hair. All right. So, Libra, the first card we're going to draw, or the first card I'm going to read is the karma that is about to take place that you need to work through. It could be a positive, it could be negative. I read what I draw, okay? Like, for example, Leo had a fantastic reading. Virgo, not so much. All right. Let's see, Libra. And you got the Star. And let me tell you a little bit about the Star card in tarot. It's associated with our crown chakra, and hence you see the purple color. It's also associated with the element of air. It's also associated with the planet of Uranus and also the energy of Aquarius. All right. So karmically, you're about to move into a really awesome, beautiful space. Karma works two ways, and no matter which way it works, whatever we put out, positive or negative, comes back to us threefold. So when something good happens to us in the future, it's a result of karma, of things that we did in our past. And the same if something terrible happens to us, it's a result of karma of our past. So you're about to enter into some really good karma. You've done some really great things. But the lesson with this great space is the Star card is all about hope. It's about trust. It's about rebirth. And new beginnings is rebirth. And it's going to be a great time for something wonderful to come into your life. So whatever the wonderful things and energy that you have put out into the world, the universe is going to be bringing back to you. And that is all I can say. It's going to renew your hope. It's going to renew your beliefs. It's going to renew trust within you. And you're just going to move forward into this new space, this new energy with just faith in humanity and faith in the universe and faith in love and, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy, Libra. That's really all I can say with this. If we were doing a more specific reading, I would probably draw some more cards to get, some more information, because this new space can deal with anything from love and romance or just relationships, friendships, family. It can deal with money or career, health, spirituality. So it's just so many things. All right. I'm going to tilt this down just another tick. Okay. But you're going to have a challenge moving into this space, because in order for you to move into this space, there's a lesson that needs to be learned, okay? And that is here, the challenge. And you, Libra, are going to be challenged by the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is all about the heart chakra. It is air and fire energy. And there's really no planet association, but it is associated with 20 degrees of Cancer and 20 degrees of Leo. Now, the Knight of Wands is normally about passion, confidence, action, fearlessness, which this makes a lot of sense because of the fact that I said you're going to have a new beginning where you're going to be really, your sense of hope and rebirth and trust is all going to, open up a little more for you. However, I think that the challenge here is definitely taking place, even though this is a heart chakra card, I feel it's more taking place in your root and your solar plexus chakras. That you've gone through some crap, to put it lightly, and it may have made you a little bit skeptical about things, maybe a little scared to move forward, and you need to work through that. So again, this card is about action and passion and fearlessness, and that plays into this. Because in order to be fearless, you have to have hope, you have to believe, and you have to trust. So I would ask you to really meditate and do a little bit of shadow work on asking yourself, what is the problem here what are you afraid of? Why are you lacking the confidence you need? Okay? And only through meditation are you going to get those answers. And then I think once you address those issues, that is when this karmic is about to really, really open up. Now, karma is also really kind of cool because it's said that karma, we bring in things from past life into our current lives. So basically they say, like, when our soul signs up for our soul contract, they kind of already know, our soul knows what it's getting into. And that there's lessons in past lives that, we're going to need to learn in this life. And sometimes these things happen to us over and over and over again in different ways because we haven't learned the lesson. Okay. So I don't know if this is the first instance in this lifetime, if this particular lesson has come to fruition for you. Again, this is a general reading. However, like I said, you really need to search why you're afraid and why, why your confidence has suffered. And I think your confidence has suffered because of whatever in your root chakra, whatever has affected your root chakra to make you afraid. I think your root chakra, is definitely slow, if not blocked. And I also think that your solar plexus is either really slow or blocked. But I think once you deal with the root chakra issues, the solar plexus, you can start healing that. Okay? Now, do it a couple ways. You can meditate. You can always come to me. I'm willing to, I offer a chakra healing and balancing service. Basically, you fill out a questionnaire. I ask you what your concerns are, and then I do the distance Reiki. I use crystals. I use my pendulum, which my pendulum tells me all about your chakras. And then I send Reiki to heal the chakras. Now, when you receive Reiki to heal chakras, yes, it heals them, but it doesn't heal the root cause. It's almost like, somebody that has something wrong with them, but they don't go to the doctor, and then it kind of gets a little better, and then it gets aggravated again. And it kind of gets better, and then they take some aspirin, there's no pain, and then they stop taking the aspirin, it comes back. And, that's what, Reiki is healing for us, but we got to get to the root cause as well. Okay? So only you, Libra, are going to know how this pertains to you and your life. Okay? I can't tell you that. Again, it is a general reading. Let's dig into our Akashic records a little bit. This is the Akashic Tarot deck. And we're going to look at a past life and kind of how that energy or that past life is really tied into what you're going through. And I apologize, my tripod has this stick to be able to, do this. And I keep hitting it when I shuffle, and I can't shuffle this way because cards will fly, and I don't want cards to go into the fire. And then next thing you know, I'm having to end the video and call 911. Okay. So I keep hitting, my camera is right there. I told you on my channel, I keep it real. All right. So Libra, let's talk Akashic records. All right. So you got a card in reverse, and the card that you got is the Muse. Okay, this makes a little bit of sense here. The Muse card in this deck in reverse is talking about that there's a lack of passion or feeling stuck. And that is definitely what we talked about in this challenge, where I said that you were feeling, lack of confidence and that you were afraid of something. And the reason why is because you're feeling stuck. However, you still need to figure out why. In one of your past lives, it was kind of the same way. You got to this point that, you didn't have, kind of like creative block. You felt uncreative. You felt stuck in whatever aspect of your life it was: relationships, family, work, career, money, finance, spirituality. Again, general reading, I can't dive too deep, But in a past life, you definitely went through this, and you never addressed it. You just was like, okay, it is what it is, and that's it. And yeah, there are times in our life when there's things that we cannot change, and we need to let those things go. But this is something you can work on, because there is something within you, whether, maybe you were bullied as a child, or maybe somebody at work said something about you, or you overheard people talking about you that you don't know what you're doing, or whatever it is. There's something that has really hindered you and has scared you enough to where it's taken a hit in your confidence, and you've lost that passion, that hope, and that trust. And because in this lifetime you didn't address it, it's showing up in this lifetime. And you have, I'm thinking, depending on your age, you've probably experienced this a few times, but it's time to address it. Okay? So one of the things you can do, you can sit down and journal. Write just a letter, free write. Don't think, just write. What am I afraid of? And just write. Or why am I not confident? And then write a letter to yourself saying why I am wonderful. To show yourself you should be confident. But again, this no passion, there is a root cause that you need to work through. And only you can do that. And I'm sorry, Libra, I can't really give you too much else on that. I mean, it is what it is. But once you work through that, oh my gosh, you're opening yourself up for such wonderful opportunities and possibilities. It's really, really going to be beneficial to do this shadow work. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I would also, even though I said work on the root and the solar plexus, I think I would also pull in some heart chakra. If you're into crystals, use some pink crystals, some rose quartz or thulite, which is going to help you to be compassionate and understanding toward yourself, to show yourself some self-love so you're not so hard on yourself while you are working through this. Because it's not going to be easy, and it is when you do, shadow work like that, it does suck, and it brings up unwanted memories and emotions and things like that. But if we work with that pink energy, we can definitely do this from a very compassionate and self-loving type of angle. All right. Let's go ahead and draw your last card, which is from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, and see what someone on your spiritual team has to say about this situation. This is not a bad reading, so please don't take this as a bad reading. You just need to really do a little bit of shadow work. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. But I am so serious. Once you work through this, that space that you're going to move into, that karmic space, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Beautiful. All right, Libra, you got the seer. See beyond the current situation. Wonderful, wonderful card with what this says. You need to see really beyond what you think is happening, okay? Because sometimes we think we know things, and maybe we're just making assumptions, and you know what they say about assumptions. And this card is saying, don't let your ego or lack of self-confidence or distrust get you down. Okay, you have angels of light around you that are trying to help you in this current situation. And although you may be stuck, don't think of it really as stuck. Think of it as you're holding space, okay? Because you're holding space for something really, really wonderful. But you just got to see beyond this current, lack of passion, lack of confidence, okay? And once you see beyond that and you're able to work through that, this is what happens right here. So again, see beyond. Whatever you're going through, it is temporary, but you need to go through it and you need to learn the karmic lesson from it. And once you do, you're going to move in this beautiful star space and things are just going to be wonderful. And that's not saying that, bad things aren't going to happen or stuff like that, negative things. That's life, duality of life. But you're definitely going to move into a much better space where you have that hope, where you have that belief, where you have that trust, where you are filled with confidence and passion and action and fearlessness and no doubt. All right? So again, Libra, I wish you all the best. If you're interested in any of my services or any products, crystals, sage, whatever, all the links are below, but you can just go to yournaturalhealer.com and check it out. And I hope to see you in one of the weekly readings. So until then, again, smash that subscribe button, thumbs up, and go live your best lives, Libra, but do it the natural way. Namaste.